What's up, guys? Here with the Week 8 review. I think this is the fourth video I've been able to do this season, and if memory serves me correct, this is the first one I've done after I lost. It looked like there's a little pattern where I was only making videos when I won, but obviously just schedule permitting. Glad to get back at it, so let's jump into the video. My matchup with Josh didn't go so well. Josh won the matchup. It was 130 to 102. Looking at my team, Joe Burrow didn't play very well, 13 points. Breece Hall couldn't get in the end zone. They threw a fucking 1 yard touchdown pass, and Braylon Allen got a 2-yard touchdown when they could have gave it to Breece Hall again. Brian Robinson didn't get in the end zone because that game was very low scoring. Obviously ended in a lot of excitement. Marvin Harrison Jr. played very well for me. Malik Neighbors, no touchdown. Drake London, no touchdown. Kyle Pitts had 2 touchdowns, a big day for him on National Tight End Day. So most tight ends played pretty well, for coincidentally. Obviously having Pitts and London on the same team unless Kirk Cousins goes nuts, it's a little difficult. Nothing else going on my team to even talk about, just a lot of nonsense. Looking at Josh's team, Josh played Bo Nix, who had pretty much 30 points. Played him over Stroud, which was a big win for him there. So I do applaud the management strategy. Obviously, Bo Nix had a great matchup, but I mean, benching Stroud is difficult, especially considering he didn't really have a tough matchup. Rashad White did all right, 13 points. Jordan Mason struggled in the game. I believe he left that game injured, so that's part of that. A.J. Brown with 11. Nakua came back, had 15 to start off the week. Darnell Mooney scored touchdown, 17. Trey McBride was 17. And then 9 and 11 out of the Denver defense and Houston kicker. Did have Shakir on the bench, who had 15, so he could have got some more points there. Next up, we have Garrett versus Dalton. These were two of the better teams in the league so far this season. Garrett won this one 136 to 126. Looking at Dalton's team, you had Kyler Murray with 2 touchdowns, had 22 points. Saquon had a good game, 108 yards, but didn't find the end zone, just 12. I want to say Jalen Hurts had 3 tush pushes in the end zone or something like that. DeAndre Swift with a big day with 19. Amari Cooper, I guess he was just decoy, just had the 1 point pretty much. Brian Thomas Jr. played well with 14. He did suffer an injury, so he might miss some time. Garrett Wilson's been playing very well with Devontae Adams there. Obviously it's a little easier for him when you don't have the defense focused on you as much. Njoku found the end zone. Evan Ingram found the end zone. His kicker got him 12. Did have Tracy on the bench, who had 22. So a big day there for him. Not much else to talk about there. Looking at Garrett's team, he's led by probably the best quarterback in fantasy this year, Lamar Jackson, who had 24. Joe Mixon had 21. Josh Jacobs got the end zone twice, 25. Zay Flowers, no touchdowns, but did get 15. Xavier Worthy found the end zone, got him 12. And then nothing else to really talk about there. Did have DeMarcus Robinson on the bench, who had 2 touchdowns on Thursday night. Nothing else really to speak of. Next up, we got DJ versus Jason. DJ won this one 148 to 116. I think that's a 2-game win streak for DJ, so maybe his team will finally turn it around and maybe get on a big win streak after going winless for quite a while. Obviously, he had Jalen Hurts, who had 4 total touchdowns with 35 points. Kyron Williams had 20. James Conner got in the end zone with 14. Devontae Smith had 18. George Pickens got him 9. Did have 2 touchdowns in that game last night, but they were both called back. I know the first one was because of an offensive face mask, which it was the correct call. I kind of missed the second one, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Tyreek Hill with 10 points. Finally had a decent day. Has Tua back, so maybe he'll start playing a little bit better. We'll see how that goes. Kicker got him 12, and his whole bench did a bunch of nothing. Looking at Jason's team, Brock Purdy played pretty well, 26 points. Kenneth Walker struggled in that game. I want to say they stopped playing him late in the game. Just obviously it was kind of a blowout. Don't need to risk injury. David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns, didn't do much else, so he got him 14. Jamar Chase found the end zone, 16. Diggs got him 10. JSN got him 10. Obviously the news today, Stephon Diggs tore his ACL, so he'll be out for the season. That obviously is a hit to Stroud, but it's also a slight boost in value to maybe Mixon, but mainly Tank Dell. And I mean, if you can boost Nico Collins' value when he comes back from injury, I guess he would get a boost as well. He's already, when he got hurt, he was one of the top 2 or 3 guys in the league. Mostert got 2 touchdowns for him with 16, and then nothing else really to talk about there. Next matchup we got Dakota versus Mark. These are 2 of the, I want to say Dakota's record's 4-4, but I just don't think his team is that good. But he got 140 points this week. Mark had 111. I bet I didn't look this up, but I do wonder. I think this is probably the first week that every team in our league scored over 100. Like when I saw what I ended up scoring the least amount of points in the league this week, and I looked and I'm like, who else would I have beaten somebody else if I had to play? And I was like, oh shit, I had the lowest points, but I had over 100. That doesn't happen very often. We usually have some guys, that don't hit the triple digits, but this was a very high scoring week in fantasy. But talking about this matchup here, looking at Mark's team, rolled Caleb Williams out there with a whopping 9 points. Tony Pollard got him 13. J.K. Dobbins found the end zone with 15. Played Cedric Tillman, the new shiny toy in Cleveland. He got 25. Najee Harris got him 15. Bills defense got him 10. Threw Demario Douglas out there, who got him 2. Rashad Bateman got him 3. Cole Kmet on National Tight End Day only got him 4. Probably one of the worst started tight ends in our league, I'm sure, considering that pretty much everybody scored. Nothing else really to talk about there. Looking at Dakota's team, throughout Tua, he's been going back and forth quarterback. Tua did get 15. Ramondre Stevenson, got 22, had 2 touchdowns, but he didn't do much else. Threw Nick Chubb in there, got him 5 points. Very tough matchup with the Baltimore run defense. They're more of a pass funnel defense. So we'll see if Nick Chubb has better days ahead. CeeDee Lamb, huge game, 33 points, 2 touchdowns, 13 catches. It just seems like when Dallas goes on bye week and they come back, they just start throwing the ball at CeeDee Lamb like 20 times a game. So we'll see if that keeps up. Chris Olave had a good game with 15. Tucker Kraft, touchdown, 15. Lions defense got him 13. And did have Calvin Ridley on the bench, who had his best game of the year, 10 for 143, 18 points there. So we'll see if he can keep that up. Next up, we have Michael versus Kenny. Michael won this one. It was 131 to 110. He was led by Baker Mayfield, who had 22 points, 3 touchdowns. Baker probably leads the league in interceptions. I swear he throws 2 or 3 every week, but he definitely gets the yards and the touchdowns. And I guess honestly expected some of that to come down without Godwin and Evans out there, but they still were able to get some yardage there. Obviously, they didn't win the game, but Bijan had 20 points. Aaron Jones with 11. Cooper Kupp obviously came back off injury, had 14, so not a bad day for him. Cade Otton stepping up with Godwin and Evans out. He had 25. Devon Achane had 24. So big days out of those guys. And then nothing else to really talk about. Looking at Kenny's team, Jordan Love got hurt in the game, so he only finished with 6. Jahmyr Gibbs had a big day with 20. Justin Jefferson was 16. James Cook had 27. He was in the end zone twice. Did have Dalton Kincaid, who got a touchdown with 11. DJ Moore with only 4.5. I thought he was going to have a big day versus the Commanders. They don't really have a great pass defense, in my opinion. I don't know if it's Caleb Williams or maybe they focused on him. I don't know, but that's a rough day for him there. And then had Terry McLaurin on the bench, who had 15. I don't really understand not playing Terry McLaurin given how well he's played, but it wouldn't have made a difference in his matchup. So he did have he had Jaden Daniels on the bench who had 22. Wouldn't have quite given him the victory had he played him over Love. And I know given injury going in, you're kind of iffy, and if you can play Jordan Love, who they're ideally close, I guess that's probably the right decision to make there. Last matchup I have Derek versus Ray. Probably close to the number one team in the league versus probably one of the worst teams in the league. Derek won this one 152-103. Derek was led by Pat Mahomes, who had 18. Derrick Henry gets in the end zone every week. I don't think he's not gone a week this year without scoring a touchdown. He had 14. Kareem Hunt got a touchdown with 13. Ladd McConkey found the end zone twice with 26. Looks like maybe him and Herbert are, building a little bit of a connection. Josh Downs found the end zone with 20. I do expect Downs' value to go up and him to play a little bit better. Obviously, the news came out today. They're benching Richardson for Flacco. And obviously, I think Flacco's just a better quarterback, in the relative term of quarterback where, you got to throw the ball. George Kittle found the end zone. He had 22. Steelers defense got him 13. Kicker got him 10. Did have Kamara on the bench who had 15. I'm not really sure why you bench Kamara and play Hubbard, but it worked out. Looking at Ray's team, he had Josh Allen who got him 20. Jonathan Taylor came back to the lineup. He had 18. Tank Dell had 12. Obviously, his value has gone up with the injuries to that team, so we'll see how well he can do moving forward. Kelsey got him 20. Laporta got him 14. Bears defense got him -3, so that's not great. Nothing else to really talk about there. None of his other guys are good. His whole bench was either looks like hurt or suspended. That is all I got for you guys. I don't believe there's any big players on waivers this week. I mean, I guess if you need quarterback, looks like Kirk Cousins is out there. I mean, we have Christian Watson out there. I guess Adam Thielen, I don't know what his injury status is. It says he's on IR here, but obviously they traded away Deontay Johnson. But it's the Panthers, so I don't know if that really means anything for any of their players because they can't move the ball at all. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.